The default login screen for FirstClass does not identify users with their own FirstClass system. Administrators can use the FirstClass Designer application to modify the default login form to add their own background graphic and colors. To facilitate the process, the resources provided with this tutorial include a default login form that you can use as a starting point. This is already a modified version of the default FirstClass login form. In this video, we will add a custom background, remove some fields, and change the text color. The first thing we do is add our background image to the resources file. If the image is a PNG image like this one, you just drag and drop onto the PNG section, not the PNG icon section of the resource file. If the image is a JPEG, just drag and drop it anywhere on the list view of the resource file, and a new JPEG category will be created and the file added. For the purposes of this video, we will not be using the JPEG file, so I'll remove it now. Open the login form and expand the window and choose the Image Viewer field from the Graphics submenu of the Fields menu. Open the attributes of this field and set the top and left to 0, and then set the height and width to the height and width of your image in pixels. I know that this image is 224 by 600. I can double-click on this field now and select my imported image. With the field selected, I choose Send Field to Back from the Arrange Draw Order submenu. We will not be using the Login As section, as we will never allow guest access to this server, so I'll remove the entire section along with the Save button. I also want to move all of these fields over to the right beyond the logo on the left. I can use the Control key on Windows to select more than one item at a time, or the Command key on a Mac. Alternatively, I can make sure that nothing is selected, then hold the Shift key down and drag a selection around all the fields except for the background, and move them all to the right at once. Now I can resize the window to match the edges of my background. The final thing I want to do is to change the color of all the text fields to be a dark blue. So I first select all of the non-editable fields and buttons and set the foreground color to blue. I can ignore the background color as these fields are set to transparent. The user ID, password, and the address field are editable fields, and I can set both the foreground and background colors for these three fields. I can now save my form and deploy it. In the written documentation, I discussed different ways to push the login form out, but the easiest way is to add the resource file to the Resources folder of the All Desktops group. Here I'm logged in as the administrator and have the All Desktops group folder open. I just upload this form to the folder, close, and save. Now, when I log into this server as a user, the first time I log in, the new form gets pushed out. The next time I log into this server, the new login form will be displayed at login. If I want to move to a different server, the default or any custom form for that server will be displayed. And when I return to this server, my new custom form will be displayed once again.